Imagine a game that lets you go back to the Islamic Golden Age, solving puzzles inspired by scholars that gave us algebra, chemistry, and even robotics.
I was frankly just tired of seeing the Middle East depicted as the antagonist of every Call of Duty game. It's always depicted in sort of a negative light. And so why not choose sort of the Renaissance period of that region and sort of show it in its best light, at its height, at its peak?
Hi, I'm Yar, and on this episode of Play This, I'm talking to Faris Atiyah, the creative director behind the upcoming game House of Hikmah. Hikmah, by the way, means wisdom in Arabic. The game has you play as Maya, a 14-year-old girl whose father passes away, but leaves behind a magical device. As she processes her grief, she enters the House of Wisdom. It's a mystical sanctuary where she meets real-world Muslim intellectuals and solves puzzles to uncover the secrets of her father's legacy. But this House of Wisdom is based on an actual place in historic Baghdad, a sort of library and intellectual hub where prominent Muslim scholars would gather and exchange ideas.
It was really the birthplace of the Islamic Golden Age. They were taking ancient Greek manuscripts from Aristotle, Plato, etc., and then translating them into Arabic, into Urdu, any other language. And so you would sort of expose that culture to the sort of treasure trove of knowledge.
The Islamic Golden Age, basically the 8th century to the 13th century, was a time when the Muslim world was essentially the intellectual capital of the planet. Scholars across the Middle East, North Africa, South and Central Asia were producing breakthroughs in mathematics, astronomy, medicine, chemistry, and more. There was a Persian scholar, Ibn Sina or Avicenna, who wrote the medical textbook that Europeans used for centuries. Or Syrian scholar Maryam al-Astrolabi, who built the most advanced navigation tools at the time. Or Jabir ibn Hayyan, the father of chemistry. And here's what's so cool about House of Hikmah. It's kind of like Zelda, but the levels and the puzzles are built around the actual work of these Muslim scholars. One level, for example, is based on the inventions of Ismail al-Jazari, a 12th century engineer known as the father of robotics. Centuries before the West, this dude literally figured out how to harness the power of water to make programmable machines. He made little humanoid automatons playing instruments, a little hand-washing robot, and a clock powered by water. And Leonardo da Vinci is said to have been inspired by his inventions.
His world is all based around his work. So you'll find the elephant clock that he is most known for. And then when you travel through that, you see these gears turning, use water to power these gears.
Another level is based on Jabir ibn Hayyan, the 8th century Arab scholar responsible for key advancements in chemistry, like distillation, crystallization, and even discovering some of the acids we still use today. And in the game, the puzzles in his world naturally have you changing the chemical and physical states of objects.
I'm seeing in the video footage of the game, it's very beautiful. It's kind of almost like, I don't know, Middle Eastern futurism in a sense.
Exactly. I'm actually really fascinated by that, of like, what would a sci-fi world look like if the starting point was Middle Eastern? When I started, I had two sort of non-negotiables. One was no violence. You can't have your verbs as a player be attack, shoot, and kill. And the second one was, we're not making Aladdin, right? So I don't want the Orientalist view of what the Middle East is. We want someone to be able to watch this or play this and think unmistakably Arab.